Everyone that comes through this hospital, whichever entrance they come into, however often they come through, are going to have some opportunity to engage with arts.
It started off, we had art on the walls and there was music in the corridors, and then we started to develop a programme of work happening on the wards.
We have these very sort of long dark corridors, and it's nice to, have something else to look at. It's a talking point, it's something to look at, it gives you a different focus when you're coming into hospital.
Instead of just a block that you come in to have treatment in, it's nice to be able to get some feel of humanity within the place.
I think it's a very important way of reconnecting people back to themselves as an individual. I think people can come into this environment and be very stressed, very anxious about treatments, very anxious for relatives when they're coming in.
The last thing I expected was to see something like this, and it was just so pleasant to see, and it takes your mind away from what you've come here for.
We played some oldies for us.
Yes.
Just getting a lot of pleasure out of that.
It takes you away from everything, and you concentrate your mind on other things, and I think you go home feeling a little bit better.
Coming to hospital is not exactly the most relaxing of things to do, and there's always concerns about what you're going to go through. But just having that was very, very pleasant. In fact, we decided we'd sit here for the next hour.
When I get home, my daughter usually says I'm a lot brighter than when I set off in the morning.
And my husband says exactly the same thing.
Oh, right.
I think it builds communities as well within the hospital. The amount of relationships we've seen being built between we're going to a ward with, say, 4 people that aren't speaking, and by the end of a visit from the nanas or whatever we've been doing, they're all chatting. It starts relationships, and I think relationships are so important when you are in the hospital getting better.
Well, it keeps my mind occupied. I'm able to use my arms. The time passes by more quickly.
Dance and movement and music, it livens one's spirit. The music can take people back to memories, get people chatting, conversation. Music uplifts us. It's just awakening the senses, really.
Imaginarium is a space where patients can come with their visitors and staff as well, and we wanted to create a different environment. In lots of our planning and our thinking, we were talking about making people feel that we're somewhere else, not in a hospital.
You wouldn't associate artwork being in a hospital, and I think it's nice to have that here. I think we're privileged, really.
We change the work all the time. We think of ways of improving every entrance and every journey through the hospital.
And it's really opened my eyes to what they do here for people, because there's just so much variety here that there's something for everyone.
I don't think you should just sit doing nothing at all and brooding. You deteriorate.
We want to offer more than just medical management. We want it to be holistic, rather than it just being, you're in hospital, you're poorly, we need to try and fix you and then we send you home. Just offer a little bit more, really.
We received funding from the Arts Council, which has made a tremendous difference to us, because it's about the longevity of what we're trying to do here. So the work we've done with the Arts Council has just been fantastic. It's a real breath of life back into the project, really.